Oh, we gotta go. Guido, come. Come on, buddy. Come on, Guido. Let's go, buddy. This way. Oh, you can't. Come here, Guido. Guido, come. Come on, buddy. Get a snack. Let's go. Guido. Come. Hey. Guido. Come. Good boy. Get over here. Come on. The walk to the river is going to malfunction. I can't do it. Come on, buddy. Folks, boy, excuse the interruption. That was a mad. Dogs aren't coming to the river today, folks. But if you're catching on, we're going to do a quick river update. I was going to show some logs that are just flying down the river. But no, the Guido and Lion. Guido's easier because he can't see anything, but then he just keeps on going, and that's not good. But quick stop off, shout out, folks, and gonna be at the river in a few minutes. If you guys are new to the channel, thanks for the subs, and thanks for the stopping by real quick and appreciate all the thumbs up. And no, this channel's not for everybody, folks, and I'll say that. But folks, if you're just hanging out, that's what we're doing. We're hanging out. We're taking a walk to the river. So if you're not doing anything better than that today, it is a beautiful sunny day. We're moving a little slow today, folks. But I do want to catch up to where the waterfall was flowing the other day. Just take a quick shot at that because I'm going to do some still shots on the movie coming up with some before and after of the waterfall and see how it is right now, so you guys get to get a sneak peek. And I'm moving slow because it's that kind of day, folks. So whatever you're doing, folks, if it's a sit around type of day, I'm going to try and get the zoom in on that, maybe. That's the waterfall right there, folks, so I could beeline and cut right across. And I did have a trail right there. See my little rocks right there? I mean path right there, not mine. But that's a little of the noise that we were hearing the other day is the waterfall. And that's just some of it. It actually goes all the way up to there. That would be actually the cave, right? The cave, I guess technically is like in the ground right there. Yeah, but I'm not going there today, folks, because that's where I'm feeling it today, because I went into the cave. Well, that's because it was raining. But let's get back to the walk, folks. If you haven't noticed, I was taking a little break there. And that's what it is, folks. Oh! And yeah, I know I could get in the skid steer and slide down the hill and all that good stuff. But not today, folks. We're going to get to the river here. I know that's what some of you want to see. And yeah, I'm not kidding. We do throw for precious years only. I don't know. Yeah, I'll throw a cable on a log every once in a while and snag it. But you know, people don't appreciate that. When you get the beauty out of the river, then it goes down to snagged, and nobody gets to see it. But yeah, maybe we'll get some good clips of giant trees floating down the river. And when the water level goes lower, the trees actually roll down the river, which is really cool. Enough of the yammering for a minute, folks. We'll get to the other side. Supposed to have my new camera balancer here for one-handed thing, and it's not doing the... Here we go, folks. Here's our money shot for the... Look, folks, look at that. We have a money shot of the... yeah, we're not done with this one. The money shot of the waterfall. And then when we zoom... For the people that think this is the wind in the trees, blowing the trash in the trees, it's not. I'm actually standing level, zooming my camera out, and look. That's not from the wind, folks. Okay? This stuff isn't from the wind, it's from the flood, and that's how high the water comes up right here. And we may see some people's unfortunate boats floating down the river too. You know, when I used to see boats floating down the river, I always panic and think there was somebody in them, but there's never. Not usually. Oh, that might be a boat snagged up on a log down there. Look at that. That might be, folks. Let's turn you around here a second. There's actually the steps right there, folks. If you can see, it is actually high. The water is actually higher now. I don't want to flick my new phone up in the air, folks. That's not going to be good. We don't want to do that this soon. And get a little closer, folks, so you can at least listen to the I can't see anything, folks. Oh, the camera just did its thing again. Well, it doesn't like sunshine, folks. Camera's in the heat. Come on. But if you're new, folks, just want to say thank you and thanks for the subs and the subscribers. And I'm hoping what everybody's doing today, don't forget, it's a new day. Tomorrow's a new day. So hopefully you guys can catch that the sound bite here on the water. So I'm going to shut my yammering up, folks. Enjoy. Have a great day. I think we'll take that one for the sun coming through, folks. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, this is actually not AI, and I'm keeping this for my my upcoming video and movies, folks. So don't think I'm trying to blast you with the how am I even getting a phone call? It's Sunday. There's no work going on today. But it doesn't matter, folks. We're editing this all out here on the clips. But this is the little spark emoji is real. It actually comes from water. And they record it, folks. And then it goes to AI. Oh, that might have been a big old gar. All right, shut up now. because we can't AI no freaking giant gar. I guarantee you that, folks. What a beautiful day, folks. Um, Teens, not too long ago, and now we have a beautiful sunny day. But folks, it's still winter. Don't kid anybody. It's snowed on, folks. You know it's snowed in April before anywhere you are in the world. So don't be thinking that groundhog just wasn't a little bit tired and he didn't want to have anything to say. All right, folks. So I wanted to. Here comes a giant log coming down the river, and I just wanted to show you how easy it is to actually extract the log. And no, I'm all talking yammer today, folks, because I got my cane with me, and I'm just talking about, you know, the past, right? And the logs that. Oh no! Just dropped my cane. Oh, at least it floats. It does float, folks. I just want to show you some of the giant stuff. And that's not anything, folks. I'm hoping to hear. The cool thing is that you will actually hear the log. Well, I have heard the log before. I've heard the log coming around the bend in the river before. And only a logger or sawyer's going to know this. And carpenter's going to know this too. You can actually sit at the river, and you can hear the tree rolling down the river. The whole tree, folks. I'm talking like the trunk ball, root ball, the whole thing, roots and all. And the roots and all trees don't float down the river. They roll down the river, folks. And it makes a racket. And it will take you out of your bed. And guess what? I've seen it happen. And I've heard it happen. I'm looking at stuff like, see that across the ways right there? That was new. I didn't get to see that or hear it, but that's what it would have done right there. And that's where it ended up. But folks, the water right here, probably, I don't know, 12 or 15 feet right now. And usually you can walk across it. And I've been out in it like this before. And, I mean, if you want to go for a fast freaking float, this is what if you want to go for a fast float, folks, this is the water you want to be on. Is it safe? No. Will you get where you want to go? Yeah. So just remember when you're catching the canoe floats, you can actually go upriver when the water's low, and it's a lot nicer because then you can just follow the channel, and then when you get out in this, you don't get a choice. You better just get ripping and throw a rope. Not ideal. But that right over the walkway right there, that's where the step tree was. I gotta pay attention, folks, because there's actually snakes out today too. And I'm sitting on my arse. I'm sure as hell haven't been standing this whole time, folks. So don't think I'm being lazy, folks. I'm sitting on my butt, on my arse. But right here where the camera is, the reason this whole entire area doesn't wash out right here and disappear is because this root system right here goes onto this right here, and this is actually a giant clump of the root right here. That's actually the spring stream that comes out and goes that way. So by the time the water gets rushing this way, there's a giant hole over there. Everything just shoots the other way. But that only happens when it floods, and you can see things change. But folks, if you're just catching on, you're looking at the water level after a couple days of rain, and that's how fast it comes right up. What we can possibly see today, folks, is a herring. The white. They're not blue. The white ones. I don't know how to even explain how to get you guys an idea how fast the water's even flowing. I think we're finally getting ready to see what we've been waiting for, folks. Here comes a giant tree down the river. I'll call this one the quiet tree. It's the quiet tree, folks. Let me get this figured out now. We'll call this tree the quiet tree. And here, oh, it's actually moving faster than I thought. All right, I don't want to miss the money shot here, folks. Because if some of you been catching in and out, flipping, thumb, flipping, and then you stop and say, there ain't no tree. Here comes the tree that I was talking about, folks. Can I zoom in a little bit? Maybe. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, the tree's actually turning around in circles. Okay, cool. How can I do this? I might be totally messing it up, folks, but we're gonna try and catch this one here. It's behind the tree. Oh, that's a little bit that broke up right there. I'm gonna zoom out. I don't want the you can't. I think you can see better with it zoomed out. There it is, folks. An entire tree, folks. What I was saying. And yeah, that right there is that's a money tree, folks. Right there. That's a money tree going down the river. And when I said, yep, I've thrown a rope on her and pulled her over, yep, but there's a money tree, money log, whatever you want to call it. You're like, well, it's probably 500 years old. Yeah, it is. Undoubtedly 500 years old. And say goodbye to the money tree, folks. Somebody will grab it. That's what I'm talking about, folks. That easy. And it's not, I'm sitting right here on my arse, folks. I'm all talk. This is all talk right now, folks. I mean, I'm kidding me not. I got my boots ready to jump in the water, but that's usually what happens. I'll jump in and grab it. But that's what it was, folks, right there. You just got to see I guess if it was 200 years ago or 300 years ago, it would have been no different. Make some furniture. Coming up on a 30-minute clip, folks. So I'm going to have a few things to pull out of that. I think I got actually a... thought I was going to get to hear the horses across the way, but I didn't get to hear that today. So no horse giddy-ups for my sound clips that everybody loves. Appreciate it, folks. Thank you. Maybe we'll get to see one more log floating down. I'm hearing a little racket up there. And normally I'd be out in my... I would be out in that. Folks, don't get me wrong. You can actually... You can sit at the river. And if you see a boat floating down the river, it's probably been floating for a long time. Snag it. and use it. Go fishing in it. I mean, trust me, folks. And usually when you got a boat that you've come across on a river, that boat you probably floated where somebody had it. They used it for a little while, and then they fished in it. They left it at the river, and then yes, a flood come along like this and send the boat on down to somebody else to use it. That's exactly what happens to every single boat you're coming across on the river. So don't feel bad if you tell your Uncle Frank, throw this rope out there and grab me a boat, Frank. And then Frank would go fishing too and catch a little fish, get them worms out from under the, you wonder how come you can't get so many worms. Lift up the floor mat every time you go in and out of your house and load up a bunch of worms and then get them in the fridge and go out and go fishing. And you're like, I don't know how to get any worms. Well, folks, I'll tell you, every time you walk in and out of your house or somebody else's house and they got a little wet mat there, just pick you up some worms and tell them, oh, you looking for my key? You ain't going to find no key under that. I'm sorry, we ain't looking for no key. We're just checking for worms. We're just checking for worms. And yeah, folks, fill up the whole entire... And I have done that, folks, many times because that is where people leave their keys. So don't be stupid. But yeah, you can get like 50 worms in like one day. I kid you not. You can pick up 50 worms where you go and buy 20 worms. Of course, the night crawlers, don't get me wrong, they're the juicy ones. But if you can't get no stupid $8.90, buy a bucket of worms for $8.99, folks. Please get off the. Take your little weird stand and go on down the road. But if you can't tell somebody how a junior to get him some worms, and yeah, go get a bucket of corn or whatever and pop the top. That helps for the carp. But if you want to catch some good critters, folks, get you some worms, free, and go fishing. Folks, we're coming up a couple minutes left on the clip. And I was really hoping to catch another log floating down the river. Or even a couple mallards. And there's usually a really, really pretty white, I think it's a white herring, that just flies down the river, just glides down the river. And today would be a day to see it. There was another log there, folks, but I'm not going to move the camera. We're getting ready to get up here in about 45 seconds and shut it down. So, folks, I appreciate everybody stopping by and everything everybody said, comments and all above. Whatever everybody's doing, please, don't forget. Don't worry about it. Don't got no choice when that direction is going in the direction. Have a blessed day, folks. Cheers.